You spent good money on premium food, interactive toys, and endless affection, and yet the moment your roommate, who couldn't care less about cats, drops onto the couch without even glancing in your cat's direction, your cat materializes from thin air, climbs onto that person's lap, and falls into the deepest sleep you have ever witnessed. You stand there, holding the feather wand, watching this betrayal unfold in real time. And the worst part? It happens every single day. Same cat, same couch, same oblivious human, same quiet devastation for you. This isn't random. This isn't your cat being ungrateful. What's actually happening is one of the most psychologically layered behavioral calculations in the animal kingdom, and once you understand it, everything changes. Sign 1. The slow, relaxed tail. Watch your cat the next time they walk toward the aloof person. Their tail will be gently raised, not puffed, not tucked, but soft and upright. In cat language, that is a calm, confident hello. Their entire body moves at a looser, slower pace. No tension in the shoulders. No quick, reactive movements. Compare that to how your cat moves when you call them with enthusiastic energy. There is often a subtle hesitation, a slight tail flick, ears rotating just a little. Their body is responding not to danger, but to stimulation. And for a cat, stimulation and safety are two very different things. The body never lies, and your cat's body has been quietly showing you this distinction every single day. Sign 2. The half-lidded eyes. When your cat settles near the aloof person, notice their eyes. Slow, lazy, half-closed blinks. What behaviorists actually call eye kisses, a biological signal that the cat feels zero threat in this moment. Now think about what your eyes are doing when your cat enters the room. They light up. They lock on. That sustained, direct, loving gaze feels like warmth to you, but to a cat, prolonged, unbroken eye contact is a dominance signal. It is what a predator does before it strikes. Your cat's ancient nervous system registers your adoring stare as pressure, not danger exactly, but something that requires them to stay alert. Your roommate's eyes, glued to their phone, sliding right past the cat like they don't exist? That communicates complete non-threat, and in feline social language, being visually ignored is one of the most relaxing things another creature can do. Sign 3. The voluntary approach. This is the big one. Watch how your cat approaches the aloof person slow, self-directed, completely on their own timeline. No one called them. No one reached out. The cat sniffs the shoe, then the ankle, then the hand, then pauses, then decides for themselves that this situation is safe. Every single step of that process belonged to the cat. Now think about your interactions. You reach out. You initiate. You decide when the petting starts. Even when you do this gently, you are, from your cat's perspective, running the interaction, and cats are hardwired to resist having choices made for them. The aloof person, by doing absolutely nothing, accidentally hands the cat complete control. And that feeling of total autonomy is, to a cat, deeply and chemically satisfying in a way that overrides almost everything else. Sign 4. The completed scent investigation. Cats gather most of their environmental intelligence through smell. When your cat investigates the aloof person, they get to complete the entire scent reading process without a single interruption. The person doesn't shift, lean forward, or make an excited sound mid-sniff. The cat finishes, processes, and arrives at their own conclusion: safe, approved, zero threat detected. When you are the one being sniffed, your love gets in the way. You move slightly. You make a small sound of delight. Each tiny movement resets part of the investigation and introduces new variables for your cat's nervous system to process. What should feel like a calm welcome ends up feeling like a mildly unpredictable situation that requires ongoing monitoring. And monitoring costs energy. Safety does not. Sign 5. The daily ritual. If you have noticed that this happens not once, not occasionally, but every single day at almost the same time, in the same spot, that consistency is not coincidence. Cats are daily environmental risk assessors. Every day, your cat quietly audits every person in their territory, tracking who is predictable and who is not. Your roommate, because they never interact with the cat, has the highest possible predictability score. Same arrival time, same spot, same movements, 0 surprise cuddle attempts. Day after day, the data is identical, and in your cat's internal safety model, a perfectly consistent, non-demanding presence doesn't just become tolerable. Over time, it becomes the single most reliable safe zone in the entire home. You, because you are loving and dynamic and present, are slightly less predictable, and predictability, not affection, is what determines where a cat chooses to take their most unguarded nap. If you want your cat to seek you out with that same voluntary, calm energy, try this. Sit on the floor, not the couch, because a lower position is less visually imposing to a cat. Rest your hands open in your lap. Drop your gaze slightly so you are not making direct eye contact. Do not call them. Do not make kissing sounds. Just exist quietly in their space for 60 seconds. Within a few minutes, there is a very strong chance your cat will approach you entirely on their own terms, and that self-initiated approach will feel to your cat exactly like the approach they make toward your oblivious roommate. You are not changing who you are. You are simply speaking their language, just for a moment. Here is what actually matters. The fact that your cat naps on your roommate's lap does not mean your bond is weaker or that your years of care have been emotionally irrelevant. Your cat has simply identified that person as a low-stimulation rest zone the way you use a good hotel. Functional, comfortable, predictable, and entirely without deeper meaning. You are not the hotel. You are the attachment figure. You are the voice your cat has memorized and responds to when they are scared. You are the one they search for when they are sick, anxious, or somewhere unfamiliar. Research consistently shows that cats form deep, secure attachment bonds with their primary caregivers, the kind that mirrors what children form with parents. No amount of predictable lap-sitting can replicate that. What your cat does with the aloof person is resource allocation. What they do with you is something older, quieter, and considerably harder to name. If your cat has ever pressed their forehead against yours, followed you from room to room for no reason, or found you on a hard day just to sit close, you already know exactly what that is. You have always known. So the next time your cat walks right past you and curls up on the lap of someone who does not even know their favorite napping position, let the jealousy go. Your cat is not replacing you. They are borrowing a nap spot while saving everything that actually counts for the person who earned it. And that person, with all the love and the feather wand and the salmon PT, is you.